The Summit of the Americas is the only meeting that brings together the heads of state and government from all the countries of the continent. But more than a gathering of leaders to discuss important issues, it is a broad process involving a range of actors.
Among these are the states, which are represented in the Summit Implementation Review Group, SIRG, and are responsible for preparing the summit and overseeing the implementation of its mandates. Also crucial are the international and regional organizations, part of the Joint Summit Working Group, JSWG, which provides technical guidance and support to the countries. And of course, civil society organizations and social actors that play a key role, enriching the regional agenda with their contributions and recommendations.
The 11 summits of the Americas held to date have been hosted by different countries across the continent.
This 2024, the Summit of the Americas reached its 30th anniversary.
30 years of challenges, expectations, and commitments. 30 years of milestones worth remembering. First Summit, Miami 1994. It marked a key starting point, as the Declaration of Principles known as the Pact for Development and Prosperity was adopted. This commitment included economic integration, citizen well-being, health, and the fight against poverty, corruption, and environmental damage. It also featured the proposal to establish the pioneering Inter-American Convention Against Corruption. Summit on Sustainable Development, Santa Cruz de la Sierra, 1996.
One of the outcomes was the creation of the Inter-American Biodiversity Information Network, aimed at supporting the sustainable management of natural resources in the hemisphere.
Second Summit, Santiago de Chile, 1998. One of the major accomplishments was the establishment of goals to ensure universal access to education, promoting both equity and quality in education systems. The summit also led to the creation of the Special Rapporteurship for Freedom of Expression and the Justice Studies Center of the Americas. Third Summit, Quebec 2001.
This summit instructed the preparation of the Inter-American Democratic Charter, which stands as the key manifesto for the recognition of representative democracy across the hemisphere. Furthermore, the Joint Summit Working Group was created.
Extraordinary Summit, Monterrey, 2004.
This summit resulted in the Nuevo Leon Declaration, which emphasized economic growth with equity, poverty reduction, and democratic governance. A major result was the improvement of remittance transfers across the Americas.
Fourth Summit, Mar del Plata, 2005. At this summit, the commitment to eradicating poverty and strengthening democratic institutions was reaffirmed. In addition, the Competitiveness Forum and the Inter-American Network for Labor Administration were encouraged. Fifth Summit, Port of Spain 2009. The Energy and Climate Partnership of the Americas was promoted during this summit. The goal of this alliance is to foster investment in renewable energy and clean technologies, key to combating climate change. Sixth Summit, Cartagena de Indias, 2012.
At the Sixth Summit, the mandate was given for the creation of a report that was later named the Drug Problem in the Americas. The summit also emphasized the need for regional cooperation on the issue, setting the stage for future policies.
Seventh Summit, Panama City, 2015. At this summit, the leaders agreed to advance quality education, universal access to healthcare and sustainable development, with an emphasis on citizen security and human rights. Eighth Summit, Lima, 2018. The Lima Commitment on Democratic Governance Against Corruption was adopted, which includes 57 measures aimed at preventing and combating corruption. This represents the first document of consensus-based mandates in over a decade at the summits. Key developments include the Inter-American Open Data Program and the Inter-American Task Force on Women's Leadership. 9th Summit, Los Angeles 2022.
At this summit, 5 key documents were advanced, focusing on health and resilience, democratic governance, energy transition, digital transformation, and green future. Highlights include the adoption of the Plan of Action on Health and Resilience, as well as the organization of the upcoming First Cities Summit of the Americas.
We celebrate 30 years of joint work of collaborative efforts for the well-being and development of our region.
The future invites us to continue working together toward a more unified and resilient hemisphere, ready to face the challenges that lie ahead. Together, let's continue our journey forward.